Significant digits, when you're adding or subtracting, we have different rules for those. So when you add or subtract numbers, we go with the fewest number of decimal places given in the question. So if my example, the first number is 12.6 grams plus 2.07 grams plus 0.42 grams, my calculator will show 14.812 grams on the calculator, but I do not record that as my final value because my final value should have the proper number of significant digits. So 12.6 after the decimal place has one digit. 2.07 after the decimal place has two digits. And 0.142 grams has three digits. So therefore, I have to record my final answer with the fewest number of decimal places that I'm given. So therefore, with 14.812 grams, I need one digit after, which is 14.8 grams. So this is the proper number of significant digits for this question. So again, just a recap, the fewest number of decimal places given the question corresponds to 12.6, which has only one decimal place, or to the 10th place. 2.07 has two digit decimal places, and 0.142 grams has three decimal places. So we go with the one with the least number of decimal places. So let's do a few examples in my table right here. So 21.3 grams plus 6.4 grams. So after the decimal place here, I have one digit. After the decimal place here, I have one digit. My calculator shows 12.7 grams. So I need to look at the number after the decimal place is one digit, and that's what I need to record as my final answer. So I'm fortunate that it matches up with my calculator. So I write down 27.7 grams. My next question is 4.15 liters plus 0.286 liters. On my calculator shows 4.436 liters. So my first number has two numbers after the decimal place. My second number has three after my decimal place. So therefore, I would have to record my final answer only two numbers after the decimal place. So my last digit is a number 3. I need to remember my rounding rules here. So the last digit is number 3. I need to look at the number 6 right next to number 3 because it's 5 or greater. I need to round this up. So my final answer for this problem would be 4.44 liters. Make sure you do not forget the units. My next example is 3.14 liters. Subtract 0.14 liters. The number that shows up on my calculator is just 3 liters. But I do not just record that because that has the improper number of significant digits. I need to look here at this number, which has two numbers after a decimal place, at 0.14, which has 2. So therefore, in the right number of significant digits would be 3.00 liters. My next example is 69.14 meters plus 12 meters. Two digits after the decimal place, no digits after the decimal place. My calculator shows 81.14. My final answer that I'm going to record down would be just 81 meters because the number 12 does not have a placeholder. (4,001) minus 2.15 grams gives me 3,998.85 grams in my calculator. The first one has no numbers after the decimal place. The second number has 2. So I need to record the proper number. So right after I have 85. So I'm going to keep the number that I see on the screen as my reported answer, 3,998.85 grams. 100.0 meters, one number after a decimal place, 50 has 0. So my final recorded answer should have no numbers after the decimal place, which is just 50 meters. 1,024.9 joules has one after the decimal place. 55.7 has 1. So this number that I have, 969.2 joules, after the decimal place is 1. So I am content with this answer. So it's 969 9.2 joules. Do not forget the units. 5.141 seconds has 3 digits after the decimal place. 0.21 has 2. My calculator shows 5.351, so I only need 2 numbers after the decimal place. I look at the number 5. Next to the 5 is a 1. I never round down. I keep the number the way it is, so I need to record it as 5.35 seconds.